This is a classic example of why you should surface your spoilboard fairly regularly, and make sure if you move your machine for any reason to surface your spoilboard again. I have a fairly rigid machine. It's got a 1/2 inch aluminium plate as my wasteboard with a 3/4 MDF underneath that for some dampening. The whole lot's on a rigid torque box, but it's on casters with feet that lock down when I put it back in position. I've moved it out to clean behind it, put it back in position, locked it all down, and running a spoilboard cut on it. I'm only taking 0.1 of a mil at the moment, but you can see one corner's low, it's not touching the other side, it's got a very slight twist to it again, only about 0.13 from what I measured. But anytime you move the machine, you should go through and surface your spoilboard to make sure everything's perfectly flat. So it should start cutting here in a second where the high spot is. Now after I get it perfectly flat, I'll go through and tram my spindle yet again, and then do another very light cut part. There's marks here, I can't feel them at all, but I can see them. You also notice my spoilboard's been used for 6 or 8 months now. I've got a little mark here where I made an error and cut into the wasteboard. These other ones here, they're actually so I can get parts off the bed when they're glued down. And I've got another can't feel it but I can see it, another mark here where I've had a mistake. So that should get rid of all those today.